Guys, Dan Hendriksen here. We're at Torquay Golf Club. Been getting lots of questions asked in about what is in Wilbur's golf bag. So I thought I'd drag him in the studio today, just have a little look at what actually he's using to shoot the scores that he's been shooting recently. Let's drag Will in. Wilbur, first things first, a huge congratulations on getting yourself through that first little hurdle of tour school.
Yeah.
Talk us through it just a little bit. Obviously you had the experience of what we did down at St Mellion. What did you think about that experience to start with?
So yeah, it's a challenge playing St Mellion off those tees.
Yes.
And actually the other three courses I played over each stage were like the same sort of length, so it actually helped me, and it helped me imagine hitting it straight, even though the other courses were a bit wider. And
playing with people like my brother and James, who I know you have played lots of golf now since you've been a pro, with them, because it's just, you get on, obviously you're good friends with them, but they obviously have helped you a little bit over the last sort of couple of years of you being a pro in trying to set you up to get yourself to this next level.
Yeah, you just learn so much of them, how they play, how they manage themselves around the course, etc. And it's helping me improve every time I play, definitely.
A couple of questions that have come in. Number one is, how old are you?
26.
26. I said you were 24, but you're 26.
I look a lot older with the old beard. But
is that what it is?
Yeah.
And also lots of people have been asking what is in your golf bag. So can we have a little look at what you're using? It's a little bit of
it's a bit
mix
funky.
And match. Yeah,
it's a bit funky.
So let's start off with the wedges then, Will.
Wedges. So I got these last year. So I got the SM7s.
Okay.
I got
Vokey.
these. Yeah, Vokey with. I've got Shooter, Farley and Junior printed on the back.
Okay, and what lofts have you got on them?
I've got 62, 56, and I've got a 50.
Okay, and the 62, which is quite a lofted club, isn't it? I know I mean, it's kind of your go-to wedge, isn't it? In some situations.
Yeah, I de-loft it quite a bit.
Do you?
So I have hands forward quite a lot of the time. So
and what bounce have you kind of got on there?
So I've got 8.
8, and that's what, an M grind, is it?
M grind, yeah.
And then what have you got in your 56?
I've got 14 F grind.
And then your 50?
8F.
8F. And you were fitted for those, weren't you?
Yeah, by Ben Hiscock.
Ben Hiscock, who's our fitter. And we actually did a video that day, didn't we? If I remember rightly. But that was more SMA.
SMA, yeah.
Okay.
Haven't changed over yet.
Then you move into irons. And what are you using currently in the bag?
So I've got the Titleist CBs.
Right. 718s?
No, 716s.
716s. So they're what? They've got to be
5 years old.
4 or 5 years old now. Yeah.
I just like the set. I haven't really come around to change them at all.
Okay.
Hit them quite nicely.
And what does the set kind of go from and to? I see you've got a pitching wedge in the set.
Yeah, it goes from 4-iron to pitching wedge.
Okay.
But the 4-iron is bent. It's more like a 3.5 iron.
Is it? Okay. And who bent that for you? Is it
myself.
You bent it yourself.
So all my irons are a degree weaker. So they're not. So I like the older lofts.
Yeah, sort of more.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I suppose because I get quite a lot in this position here.
So you get your hands pressed forward quite a bit.
Yeah, so a bit more loft helps me.
Okay. And what shafts do you use in your irons?
X1s.
X100s,
yeah.
So Dynamic Gold X100s. Yeah. And is that the same in your wedges, or are you more of just stock standard?
Just stock standard wedge flex.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Then what happens when you get beyond the irons then?
Okay.
We go through the years here, don't we?
Yeah, so I've got a very old X-Demo hybrid.
Right.
818.
No, it's not. It can't be.
No.
That's the head cover.
No, the head cover, H1.
So it's a H1, but that is a, if you look down, possibly down the nozzle, is that the 816?
816, yeah.
Yes, 816. So that's pretty much the same sort of age as what you've got in your irons.
Yeah, that's only got a stiff shaft in it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Were you 100% sure of what that shaft was before you just read that out?
No, not a clue.
Okay. But it works all right for you. Yeah, you do hit that well, don't you?
The reason I like it is because I can either hit it low or hit it higher.
Can you?
With an X, I hit it quite flat.
Yeah.
I tried it with an X.
Yeah.
So this one here, I can get it stopping on the greens if I need to.
And what is the loft on it? What's it say on the bottom of that?
19.
Is that 19? And then what's the spec on it? What does it say in the Sure Fit hosel?
D1.
D1. Now,
I don't have a clue.
D1 means it's you're looking down at the hybrid.
I literally don't have a clue what I've got in my bag.
So D1 is de-lofted down slightly.
De-lofted, yeah.
Just literally you've taken a little bit of loft off it.
So
probably
it's probably
1
like a
degree,
2 iron.
so it's an 18-degree loft.
Yeah, if that's like a 3.5 iron, probably 2 irons
that
about
works
right then, yeah.
really probably blends in quite nicely.
Yeah.
Then what have you got under the Torquay head cover?
So this is another demo club.
Oh, was it? This one's
demo.
come straight out of the studio.
Yeah, this is a TS3.
Okay, so we've got more modern.
Yep.
So that's now the current kind of Titleist
13.5.
So you've got a strong, so it's more like a really strong 3-wood.
Yeah.
Sort of coming into possibly 2-wood. What shaft have you got in there?
6.5.
In a hazardous smoke 6.5. So that's the extra stiff version.
Stiff, yeah.
And what's the sure fit hosel saying to you there, Wilbur?
D4. So it's lofted up.
D4 is lofted up by 0.75.
Yeah, so it's probably about a normal 3-wood then.
So yeah, it's a 14. What's it? 14.25.
Yeah.
Is that right?
To be honest, I don't have a clue why that is.
I remember fitting you for that, and it was we were just purely looking at numbers.
Yeah.
So we were trying to give you the best launch, the best spin, and the best yardage.
Yeah, I just never changed it and never really knew anything about it.
Why not?
When he gave it in my hands, it was literally swing it and see what happens.
Wilbur hit that. That's what it was. Okay, driver, the big boy, because you do give this a good old pounding, Wilbur, don't you? You can get this out there at 350-ish.
So this is another antique.
Yeah, M2, tailor-made M2. Now, this was a noticeable question that came in from lots of people about the 3 of you all using M2s.
Yeah.
But yours is the newer of the 3, isn't it? Of the 3, the lads, Paul and James, because they've got the older one.
This was actually my friend Ryan Pope's old driver.
Ryan Pope, was it?
What he gave me, yeah. So
he gave you that?
Yeah.
Oh, you have got a right on.
So literally, yeah.
What is it then? So it's an M2, tailor-made M2. What loft?
9.5.
And what's the hosel saying you've
down
done
to lowered, so it's probably 8.75.
You've knocked it down a good couple of degrees there, I would think.
The only thing with this one is it's half an inch shorter and it's tipped.
Tip this end?
To tip this end to make it stiffer.
Okay. So is it an X in there? What are you reading? I think that is an X.
It's a 110.
Yeah.
No, 70 gram X, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gone
it's quite stiff.
Yeah, the reason I did that was beforehand I had a bit more curvature, I was hitting it
bit wayward,
and it's just like helped me hit it a little bit straighter. So I've lost a bit of distance with it, probably maybe 10 yards, but you're happy you've got a lot more control over it. Yeah,
okay?
definitely. Yeah.
And just out of curiosity, obviously you have got some older toys in your golf bag. You know, some people will comment on that, but are you in the middle of changing? Are you looking to change, or are you quite happy with what you've kind of got at the moment?
I try drivers like weekly. I just can't find a driver that I like better than this one.
Okay, and that's because of looks, feel, and yardage.
Yeah, definitely.
What is it? That's...
Yeah, definitely looks and feel and yardage. I'd say all 3.
Okay.
And with the 3-wood.
Well, that's kind of modern. So I
think all 3-woods are pretty similar in that aspect. You're going to go about the same sort of distance.
Yeah.
It's just what you like looking at, and same with the hybrid.
Yeah. And then irons, you're going to change those?
I'm looking to change, yeah.
Yeah, you've been chirping on to me about changing them, but you hit them so well, don't you? That's the problem.
Until the grooves go, I think they work perfectly fine, you know.
Yeah,
and
you're not struggling for
a while.
You're not struggling. You're not losing spin, are you?
No.
Okay, so what about now then the putter?
Because
the wand, yeah. I mean, you've pretty much used Odyssey for, well, from what I can remember, you've used an Odyssey
quite a long time, yeah.
Long
it's a bit dirty because I played today.
Yeah.
So it's a stroke lab.
Yeah. By the way, what did you shoot today?
6 under.
Good boy, well done. So hopefully you'll be picking up the money with that one.
Hopefully, yeah.
Very good. What is it? It's a number 7.
Number 7 stroke lab. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a recent change, isn't it? And you only changed because of the face on the other one.
Yeah, my face on my other one, it come out, so it literally popped out. So Odyssey were nice enough to send me this one as a replacement, which was similar. Yeah. So I tried it, quite liked it, quite liked the look of it as well.
Slightly thicker in that grip though as well, aren't you?
I do like a thicker grip, even though my hands are quite small.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a nice putter, got a softer face.
Yeah, you like the softer feel?
Definitely, yeah.
And then last but not least, what golf ball do you use, and what do you use a rangefinder?
Yeah, so ball I used the Pro V1. I use yellow and I use white.
Okay.
Depending.
Provisionals?
No, it just depends on the course, how like fiery the greens are.
Yeah.
So I find these balls are a lot better on softer greens.
Yeah.
And normal Pro V's a better one.
And that's a Pro V1, not a Pro V1X.
That's just a Pro V1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just
ball.
Because it gives you the best numbers and you like the feel of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think it's a great ball.
Yeah.
I like looking at it with a nice big black line.
Yeah.
Even though it's got a
green one
on. But
and then you use a rangefinder as well, don't you? So you don't use a GPS, but you use a rangefinder.
Yeah, I've got the Tour V4, so it's an older model.
V4, yeah, it is the older model, isn't it? But
was it a couple years old?
Yeah, but it still works pretty well, doesn't it?
I think all Bushnells are
pretty much
the same. They give you the same yardage. Yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Well, there you go, Wilbur. That is what we've got in your golf bag.
It's not that exciting, to be honest.
Well, I think it actually is, Will. That's quite a nice looking bag you got there.
It's a nice bag, yeah. I've got a...
It just shows that you don't need top of the range latest equipment to play properly good golf, does it?
You just need toys that you can hit straight and hit long and
trust.
Hold putts.
Exactly right. So there you go, there is a little what's in the bag with Will. As you can see, lots of older clubs in his golf bag, but ultimately it's about finding a club that works for him in all those departments. Let me know, put your comments down below. I'd like to hear, are you using any of the clubs that Will is using? And are you making changes to your equipment after seeing maybe some of the stuff that he's done? I'd like to hear what you have to say. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up if you like what you're seeing, and as always, stay safe, and we'll look forward to catching up with you again soon.
Oh my, that is all over.
Definitely could get there. That's a great strike.
Definitely could indeed. Yeah. Oh, that's putting, Will.
Oh, pick it up.
Putting.
Pick it up.
Show us that gun. Show us that six pack.
The beach is over there.
Show us
There's
the
no
six pack.